We'll have our last call.
Alright guys, do you guys remember Selen? Remember Selen? The VTuber who started with Niji, but then they took down her music video for the last cup of coffee. It was super cute. So there's some news on Selen. This is from Nijisanji's official Twitter post. It says, notice, due to unforeseen reasons, we would like to announce that Selen Tatsuki will not be able to participate in any activities at Anime Impulse, Los Angeles 2024 on January 13th to 14th. We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience and disappointment caused to fans who have been looking forward to this. We hope you will still enjoy the performances by the other Nijisanji EN livers who will be participating in the Nijisanji EN block party at Anime Impulse. Anime Impulse will directly contact all Selen Tatsuki meet and greet ticket holders in regards to ticket refunds. The not so niceness started with Nijisanji. They took down Selen's music video for The Last Cup of Coffee, which was like, it was a cute video and it was like a lot of fan art was there. It was super cute. But then her next post was that she was in the hospital and for some reason she wasn't able to access any of her, she was being supervised in hospital, and then she was home with her family, and now she's missing her con appearance. So last week there was like a Niji member who was retiring, but it ended up being Palmu, so it's not Selen. But it's just like, poor Selen, like this something is up here. I mean, like, what I mean, on one hand, what are you gonna say? Like, corporations gonna be crap, right? Because like that's what corporations do. They don't, I feel like this is all just like kind of like window coverings, right? You're like, okay, like what are you doing to this poor lady that's like making her so ill? This is awful. Anyways, guys, this is just kind of it's sad because like I don't know if they're like trying to silence her or if this is just like she legitimately isn't well, and you won't really get the truth from Nijisanji. You never really do, but it's still like kind of unfortunate, because if it was coming from Selen, like being like, hey guys, I'm ill and I won't be able to come, you're like, okay, that's fair. But when it comes from like the corporate overlord, it's like sus, right? It's like are you saying that she cannot be in it, like because of circumstances, or like are you kind of putting a muzzle on her, or is this actually like, is she actually quite ill that she can't do things herself, right? Anyways, here's the Reddit. Let's see what some people on Reddit have to say. Bruh, at the Year of the Dragon, no less. Oh, it's true. She really needs to get out of that company already for her own good. It's almost comical how poorly they treat her. Since it's been more than 2 weeks of any communication from Selen's Twitter or YouTube, it's admittingly hard not to think of tinfoil scenarios, what's behind the scenes happenings. Regardless of it being a stealth suspicion or due to health issues, you can't deny that Niji's handling of the situation has been horrific. That's true. Which certainly doesn't help the already poor reputation they have regarding talents. Yes. So Nijisanji is a Japanese company, and the Japanese, I guess, work ethic is a lot different than it would be in North America. There's, you know, like it's kind of like working to the bone. It can lead to like a lot of burnout, right? There's no good work to life ratio, and the worst part, and like obviously this is gonna garner me some hate here too. The worst part is the Japanese companies, they never give the human being credit. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, you know, like for example, The Simpsons is, you know, Bart Simpson is voiced by Nancy Cartwright, and we all know this, right? I mean, when I was a kid and I found this out, I was like, oh my God, Bart Simpson isn't real. He's voiced by a girl. Ah, like, you know, like I had like maybe a day or two of like a breakdown, but then I'm like, oh, this is real life and this is how things happen, you know? Well, sorry, my main point was the people who are doing the VTubers, they never get any credits to their real life. Like, there's no IMDb page where they're like, oh yeah, you know, like this person was credited for being Pecora, right? They're just like, when Pecora retires, all our videos are marked to private, and she never existed. And you're just like, okay, so like all these years I spent being a Pecora fan are meaningless, and everything meant nothing, and it just sucks and it hurts, right? So I really wish that they would give people credit for their hard work, because it's certainly hard work being a VTuber. It's not as easy as people would think it is. But anyways, when you become a really famous VTuber, right? First of all, your first persona that made you big and famous has to die, which happens to every single VTuber that becomes huge. So like the original persona, because let's face it, Nijisanji, they don't take anyone off the street. They take people who are already established because they know that these people can bring in money. So they're like, okay, we're gonna, hey, you know, I'm gonna use Haruka Caribou is an example. Hey, Haruka, I know you're like a big independent, and I see that you can bring in many, many viewers. How would you like to jump on board to Nijisanji? We'll give you, I don't know, health benefits and a pension. Like, I'm not really sure, honestly, what they even offer that to make people want to give up their freedom. But if they, you know, people take it, and then they are driven to madness or driven to illness, and then they're like, hey, I'm leaving, bye. And then like they kind of go down to like the next tier of VTuber agency until they just get sick of it. They're like, okay, I'm just going independent. Screw all this. At least I can say, at least they can kind of like learn the secrets of a corporate VTuber and see if they can apply it to themselves. You know, that's probably like the one positive that you can really take out of this, but otherwise it's just frustrating. That's like the one T that's happening here. This poor lady has suffered enough, and they're just making her suffer more, which super sucks. Anyways, guys, okay, I think that's all my stuff on that.
Thank you so much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join my Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!